Good morning, good morning. It is Sunday, and I am about to make you some good stuff this morning. I'm already up and ready, dressed, makeup on at 6:30 a.m., and I'm about to cook. But I first have to apologize because my video from yesterday, when I was trying to upload it, I deleted it. Don't know how. Don't even know how to get it back. I don't know what I did, but I deleted it. And I'm so mad. Basically, though, it was just my exercise that I did. I showed you a couple of simple things that I ate because last night I had some hot dogs and green beans because I did my power walking, and then I ran some errands with a friend. We went to Costco, we went to Target, we had to go to Walmart, and it was so hot outside. But then when I got home, I'm thinking I want to burn some more calories. So I get outside to do a little bit of yard work and start trimming some bushes, and I'm not good at trimming, so I'm trying to do it out there with that big hedge trimmer, electric hedge trimmer. And anyway, it was 104 degrees, so the feel like or index was probably close to 110. And I got really nauseated. So I had to come in. It took me over a half an hour just to cool down. So I wasn't feeling that great, but I was trying to upload the video, and that's when I deleted it, and then I was just aggravated because I didn't feel good, so I apologize. There's no video for the 10th. Sorry. But anyway, today's the 11th. I got up. I feel great. I took a shower, and I'm ready to make you. We are going to make some fried chicken that, yes, is battered, okay? Not flour, but it's going to have a crust on the outside. And then I'm also going to make some zoodles. I bought some zucchini, so I'm going to make some zoodles. And I think with this, we are going to make some shrimp fettuccine. So, with all that being said, I'm going to show you how we're going to get started here. We're going to come over here, and in the pan here, what I'm going to cook with is lard. Just good old-fashioned lard. Lard is good for you. Oh, here's it was in the other language, wasn't it? Lard. And I just put some of that down in the pan, and that's going to give me all my oil down there at the bottom. Now, over here, we've got our pork rinds, and I've got barbecue pork rinds that we are going to put in the magic bullet, and we are going to ground them very fine. So when we dredge it, we're going to put it in the egg, and we're going to dredge it in the pork rinds, you guys. So let me go ahead and get these ground up, and then we're going to get started. So we're just going to take our pork rinds, pour them into the cup. And we're going to grind these up very fine. Shake them up a little bit because they get a little bit sticky in there because, you know, pork rinds do have a lot of oil. Sorry, I know that's a little bit loud, you guys. I'm sorry. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a plate here, because this is where I'm going to put them. So you get them ground up real fine. That's real fine. And we're using barbecue flavor because that's what's good with barbecue chicken, right? Do another little cupful here. Okay guys, what I've got here is one extra large egg and just a splash of heavy whipping cream. If I had buttermilk, that's what I would use in here. Buttermilk is good when you're making fried chicken. You want to season all your layers, so I'm going to go ahead and season this egg mixture with some salt and some pepper. So I've got that. I am also going to add a little bit of salt up here to this, even though pork rinds has some. That's why I say just a little. Don't want to overdo it. But I am going to add some pepper. And to that, everybody knows me, I am going to add some garlic powder. Everybody knows how much I love my garlic, so I'm going to put it just in that layer there. And then we're going to stir this up so it's getting all of it in there. Okay, so now we've got our egg mixture here and this, and these are both ready for dipping and getting in the frying pan. I'm just waiting for the frying pan to get hot. You can see it over there. But I'm going to put you over here, bring you down a little bit so you can see that pan. And you can see my egg mixture here and my pork rinds here. I hope you can see everything. I want to make sure you can see everything that I'm doing here, as you can see all of this here. Okay. And I'm going to take my chicken, and I've got chicken thighs, of course, with the bone and the skin. And what I'm going to do here, let me wash my hands because I just touched some of that chicken. Is I'm going to use a few pieces of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and salt some of this chicken. And I'm going to put some pepper on some of this chicken. The pan feels warm, but it doesn't feel hot enough for me, okay? You want to make sure this pan is hot. You don't want to put it, because if it sits in the pan and it's not hot enough, it's just going to absorb more oil, and that's going to me makes it more soggy. I want it hot, so when I put it in there, it is bubbling. And I'm going to go ahead and get me a piece of tin foil because you know I'm going to need that to cover. Got the tin foil over there ready to go. But as I said, yeah, you want your pan to be really hot because in that way it's just going to get it really crispy, okay? And then you're going to cover it because that's what's going to cook the inside of the chicken. So, and then you know, some people are good at just looking at their chicken or whatever, but it doesn't matter to me. I rely on my temperature gauge, okay? So you want 165. I usually, if I get it to about 160, 162, then I'm done with it, because when I move it over, I put the tin foil over it and it continues to cook. If you go way above that to 180, 175, you're going to have dry chicken, and that's not what you want. So I get it as close to 165, and that's when it gets removed. I'm having coffee and making fried chicken at the same time. But you guys, I'm telling you, even if you do not like pork rinds, and a lot of people don't like the smell of them or anything like that, so when you're grinding them up, yes, you're going to smell them. But even if you don't like eating just regular pork rinds, just eating them, still buy them and grind them up and make your fried chicken with it, because I'm telling you right now, it does not taste like pork rinds on your chicken once it's fried. I'm not kidding you when I tell you this. It's absolutely delicious. You don't need the flour or the breadcrumbs or anything like that. I mean, you're using this, and it is going to give you an amazing, crispy fried chicken. So let me see. I think that's pretty warm. So let's go back over here, you guys, because you need to watch everything that's happening today. Okay, so I've got my chicken over here. Let me get this out of the way. And we're going to put this in the egg mixture. Let all that drip off. You don't need all that on there. Stick it right in here. Just push it down in there like that. And get your excess off. You see that? That's what you want to see when you're putting chicken in that pan. All right, let's move on. I should have my apron on because I dang sure don't want this grease to pop on my clothes. Do not overcrowd your pan. If you overcrowd your pan, you're taking heat away from everything. You want enough heat everywhere. So do not overcrowd your pan. You see that? Look at that. Wow. That's what you want to see, guys. If it doesn't do that when you stick your chicken in there, get it out. And let it get hotter. Okay, I'm just washing my hands. I'm sorry. And now I'm going to take my tin foil. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to turn it down slightly because I don't want it to burn or anything. Okay. Sorry. So now we're going to let that cook. Try not to burn my hand like I just did. You can go to the store. You can buy zoodles already made for you, which you're going to pay $4 or $5, you know, because it's already made for you and stuff. Or you can pay $1.10 a pound. Pay $2 and get 2 of these. Got your handy dandy little zoodle maker. And you stick it in. Let me see here. You've got one of these here. This goes on the back of it. So basically I'm going to cut this. I'm going to stick this in here. So that'll hold it, because you don't want to cut your fingers off. And I usually don't use it until I get to when I get close, because it's easier just to hold it with your hand. Yes, doing it this way, yeah, it's a little bit more work, but look at how fast it goes. See my little, look at this. Now I'll put that in there because I can't want my fingers. And look, all you do is look. And that gets you all the way to the end, and look what you got. It looks like a little ice cream cone, don't it? Mm-hmm. So there you have it. There's a serving right there. 1 zucchini is 1 serving here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut and do the second one here. Might as well just do them both. Isn't this cool? Second zucchini ice cream cone. So there you have it. I've got all of this zoodles here. This right here, when I buy this same amount right here, I spend $4.99 for. And I think I paid probably less than $2 for both of those. And what did it just take me? Literally 2 minutes? That's it. Now I'm going to clean these things up, and then we're going to check that chicken, so we'll be right back. While that stuff is still cooking, I've still got the chicken cooking on that one side. You want to make sure you get it nice and crisp before you turn it. Don't turn your chicken too fast. You basically only want to turn your chicken probably 1 time. So don't turn it too fast. Let it get good and crispy. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know yesterday, don't do what I do. You know, I don't know. I'm just on this challenge, and I'm really trying to give it my best. And sometimes I go overboard. Like, you know, I didn't need to get out there and try to burn a few more calories. I did quite a bit yesterday with my power walk in the morning and my weights and outside. And I did quite a bit. I did not need to go out there and do that at 3:30 in the afternoon, I think it was. 3:30, something like that. That's like the hottest time of the day here. I mean, between 3 and 6 is the hottest part of the day. So don't don't try to overdo things and do what I did, because heat stroke is real, okay? And I mean, I was dizzy. I felt like I was going to get sick. And I was drinking water, and I just felt like I just wanted to, if I had a bath of ice, I would have just dove right in it. My body was that hot, and I'm not going to do that again. You know, I get my workout done in the morning. Yes, you can go out and do stuff, but don't go out there and work like I was. I mean, I'm using a hedge trimmer. I mean, anything could have happened. If I would have fell or anything with that in my hand, that could have chopped me in half. I don't know. It's crazy. Well, it wouldn't have, because once you let go of the lever, it stops working, but it doesn't matter. That's when accidents happen, when you get overexhausted. So don't do what I did. Let's check and see what's going on over here. Look at that. But we're still going to let it cook, because I'm only going to turn it one time, you guys. I'm only going to turn it once, so I want it nice and crispy on that one side. This here, my stepdad gave me this one. I had one. I don't know what I did with mine, but he gave me this one. So it came in the box, and it's got the little things here that you can clean it with and everything. I'm going to keep this out, because I'm going to take this when I go to Dallas to my son's, because he likes to eat very healthy, and he loves the zoodles, and instead of paying all that money, we're going to have this. Now, when I'm not there, he's going to buy them already made, because that's just how men are. But I'm going to be there. I'm going to I'll buy some stuff. I'm going to make it, because I'll probably make them some chicken Alfredo with it, because he doesn't really care for seafood much. So, but anyway, we're going to continue to let this cook, and then we're going to check it, and we're going to get it turned over, you guys. When you check the temperature of your chicken, always go for the thickest one, and that's this one, and go right in. Don't hit the bone or anything. Says I'm only at about 140. So we got just a few more minutes on here, okay, guys? I'm going to cover it up, because I want that to make sure it gets cooked. This is what I have ready for my shrimp Alfredo. Heavy cream, my zoodles, my shrimp. Let me get out the next big ingredient that goes in it, which is, I put Parmesan. I use Parmesan Reggiano, or Parmesan Romano, whatever you want to call it. But you can use whatever you want. Just plain Parmesan, whatever you want. But this is what makes it, so you have to have that. Guys, I went ahead and took the chicken out. Nice and crispy. I'm going to let that cool down. And I'm going to put this over to the side. I'm going to clean out the grease over here, because we are not using that anymore. So I'm going to get that poured out into a cup so I can dispose of it properly later. And then we're going to go ahead and get that sauce made for the shrimp Alfredo. Okay, guys, I cleaned out the pan. We're going to use it again. And I am going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. 2 tablespoons. We're going to get that melted down into the pan. I know y'all have seen me make my Alfredo before. I know I made it in a video before, but you're going to use your heavy whipping cream. Not half and half, not milk. You need to use heavy whipping cream. If you don't want the heavy, just get the regular whipping cream, but this is the best. And I believe that's going to be about enough. So I used about half of this. And this is a pint, so half of a pint. And to that, we are going to add, I'm going to start out with a half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of salt. Mix, mix, mix. Put some pepper in there. Just a sprinkle of garlic powder. Just like that. And that's going to be as much or as little as you like. You don't have to put it in at all. But everybody knows I love my garlic. Now I'm stirring it up real good because I want to get that salt incorporated all through there. Because before I add any Parmesan cheese, I want to taste what I have so far, because you do not want to over salt. Because if it's a little too salty, then add a little bit more heavy cream. That's all there is. That's why you need to keep some on the side, because it's easy to add more heavy cream, but you can't take salt out. That's a little bit salty to me. So I would go with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I never do that. I never over salt, and I don't know what I just did. I think I picked up the wrong one. It should have been a 1/4 teaspoon. I think I used a 1/2 teaspoon when I used the whole pint. And that's why I just made but that's okay. That's why we taste it. Okay, I'm using the whole pint. Because I can go buy more heavy, but I can't have it being that salty. See, you live and learn. I made a little mistake there. So, if you're using the whole pint, I would still start with a 1/4 teaspoon and taste it, because Parmesan cheese has salt in it, and you don't want to over salt. And yes, you do need it a little bit saltier because you're going to put shrimp and the zoodles in here, so you need it to be able to salt all of that stuff. Way better. So 1/2 teaspoon. I did use almost the whole thing here. I'm going to have to go get some today because I put that in my coffee in the mornings. Well, this week I'm not. I'm going to go back to black coffee. So, okay. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just put these shrimps right in there. They're going to cook right in the juice. And remember, the zoodles don't take very long. When you put those in there, they just need to warm up basically. I mean, cook them for a little bit, because unless you like them a little bit crunchy like I do. But let me turn this up just a tad. But let these cook, and then you add those zoodles in there, and you're going to simmer it 5 minutes, and then you're ready to eat, guys. Okay, you got that coming up to a little boil here. I'm just going to drop those zoodles right down in there. And let's see here. Get it right down in that sauce, y'all. Make sure that sauce is covering everything. Flip some of those shrimps over to the top. Because see, they cook in just 2 minutes, those shrimps. Shrimps don't take long at all. Okay. Now we're going to get out our parmigiano. Sprinkle this over the top. Again, we're going to stir it up because we want that Parmesan cheese to get all down in there too. Another preference, use as much or as little Parmesan cheese as you'd like. But remember, it is salty, so taste it before you keep adding. And you can also, when you plate this, you can add Parmesan to your plate so you don't overdo it. How good does that look, you guys? And that's it. I'm going to let that simmer here for a few minutes, and then it's going to be ready to be plated, and enjoy. But you want to simmer these zoodles in there a little bit. You don't overcook zoodles, because if you do, you're going to have mush, and we don't want mush. I still like to have a little bit of a bite to it and to hold its texture. But there you go, guys. So how simple was that? And that literally took me, what, 5-8 minutes? That's it. So you've got your heavy cream, your salt, your pepper. I put garlic powder. That's up to you if you want to. Start out with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that's going to be probably to about a 3/4 of a pint. Don't over salt. I've got a 1/2 pound of shrimp in here. I've got 2 zucchinis that I zoodled myself. Put it all in here, let it simmer, and there you go. And then here you go with the chicken. Let's get over here. Let's check it out. Here we go with the fried chicken. It is crispy. It is delicious. And even though it's 7:25 in the morning, we're going to taste test it. It is so, you can feel the crunch. You know it's going to be juicy. Oh, the juice is just coming right off of there. So let's take a bite. Mmm. And you see, it is so juicy on the inside, you guys. If you don't have a temperature gauge, get one. You don't want to overcook your meats, but you don't want to undercook them either. Mmm. Mmm. It's so good. Tastes just like fried chicken that you put in flour. You guys, I hope you try this. If you don't want the barbecue, you can get the plain pork rinds. If you want to make flamin' fried chicken, get the hot ones. It'll work. This is delicious. I hope you try this recipe. And I also hope you try my shrimp Alfredo. This, oh my gosh. I thank God I didn't eat breakfast yet. I'm still having coffee. You guys. Keto friendly. Everything is keto friendly. The pork rinds have 0 carbs in them. The lard, 0 carbs in them. The chicken, I think, is basically 0 carbs in it. All keto friendly, all delicious and simple to do. I'm going to go ahead and do a little taste test of the zoodles with the shrimp Alfredo. So let me get this put away and we'll get on to that. Just FYI, I took another bite of that chicken. Okay, I just got me my little bitty bowl here. I've got a shrimp in there and I've got my zoodles in there with the Alfredo, and I sprinkled just a tad bit more of the Parmesan over the top. I'm going to go ahead and take a taste with the shrimp. Bon appetit. That's so good. Now see, it's not so salty now because when I add the zoodles and the shrimp got to be salted. So it took some of the salt from the Alfredo itself and it's going to salt everything else. So it's actually a perfect blend. Shrimp's not my favorite thing to taste test in the morning, but you know, I did it for you. I did it all for you. It's very delicious. You guys, I'm going to make this one short and sweet for today. I've got a few things I've got to go and get done. I just wanted to cook you a couple of meals that are simple, easy, and you can do them. In 1 hour, I have cooked 2 amazing meals. I hope you're going to try it. You guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to my channel each and every day. You are the reason I continue to do this channel because I love what I do and I love doing it for you guys. If you haven't already and you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you're always notified when I make one of these amazing meals that is keto friendly and going to help you lose weight. Go ahead, don't forget to comment, share, and like the video. And you guys keep coming back because we're going to do this together. This journey is something that I've wanted to do and you're the ones keeping me motivated to do it. Today is day 11. So we're almost halfway there. We're going to see on Thursday, we're going to see how much weight we have lost in the first 2 weeks, if we've lost any at all. You know, I know we're getting to feel good, and that's what matters. So thank you again for coming. I hope you try these recipes. I love each and every one of you. I want you all to get out, get moving, get a little bit of cardio in today. Make one of these meals for yourself and your family. But do it. Get up and move today, you guys. I hope that you have the most amazing Sunday. That's what I'm going to go do today. So until I see you guys again, have a blessed, amazing, fantastic Sunday. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.